Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit or Zappy here, back again with My Hero 1, episode 22 of Season 3. We'll come up at the end now, so I'm kind of guessing on what exactly is going to happen in these next few episodes. Because it has to end on a high, right? Like, there has to be something that's, like, incredible about to happen. We've only got 3 episodes left, right? Is it 25? Or is it 24? Fuck. Something's got to happen. Right, so we left off, I think it was just before we were about to see what the scores were for the rescue portion of the exam, right? Yeah, and I think it was only really Todoroki and Inasa that I feel like could be fucked in that regard. But who knows? There was something that I did pick up on when I was editing last week's episode, where I was saying, like, I don't know if it was possible to go below, like, the 50 line, and then, like, I was talking about whether it was possible to actually gain points, or if it was just losing points, because I know obviously they started at 100, and if they didn't get 50, then they would be disqualified. However, when I went and edited it, I did hear the guy say you would be automatically disqualified. So that means that if you went below 50 at any time, then you would be just like automatically disqualified. So that kind of doesn't put Todoroki in a very good position, I don't think. Because, you know, I feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like even though they managed to come together in the end, it was a bit of a big blunder, to be fair. Like, well, I better to do it in training than do it in the actual thing, I guess. But yeah, I feel like everyone else is pretty alright. I mean, I didn't see Bakugo do anything other than, like, shout at a couple of fucking sort of minor incidents that were around. But yeah, I feel like Todoroki and Inasa are the only ones that are could really this might not be a very good time for them. So yeah, I think there's nothing else to really talk about regarding last episode. I think we're just going to get in here, see what we get. So let's go into episode 22 season 3 of My Hero. Let's go. Oh no, why does it do this to me? Oh, this would be so, like, I still would have been pissed if, you know, if the dub was still coming out at the same time the like original was. But it's just even more irritating to know that people have already seen this. And I still have to wait a week. Fuck. No! I hate it, man. Oh, fuck's sake. Alright. Right. We still haven't seen fucking Todoroki's ice fucking bridge that's in the opening. What's up with that? I wanted to see that. Ever since I saw the opening, I was like, that is cool as fuck. I want to see that. I haven't seen it. It's great. Fucking Bakugo didn't get his provisional from that. Didn't get enough points. I thought because Bakugo wasn't shown a lot that he'd be fine. I thought that because they were focusing so much on Todoroki and Inasa that was the reason why they would be the ones that never got it, because you could see where they failed. With Bakugo, all you saw was him, like, you know, But I guess if you know what Bakugo's like, then how, you know what I mean, he's not a rescue hero, is he? So I guess I should have really kind of figured that out, but oh well, it shocked me nonetheless. Sorry, I'm writing down fucking shit that I can talk about in my pre-discussion for next episode, so I remember it all. He put all the pieces together, didn't he? Of Deku and One for All. So provisional licenses are only allowed for the, like, you know, it only allows for them to act in a emergency. Now I don't know like what kind of degree of an emergency that is. Like I feel like what could be classed as an emergency? Like something like somebody's, I don't know, handbag being taken. That's like, you know what I mean? But that's what was said, so that's what I wrote down. So it's not completely like over for Bakugo, Todoroki, and Inuyasha. I mean, it never was anyway. I mean, they'll just have to wait until like the following year, I guess. But they can do a 3-month course and get like have an individual exam at the end of it. So I hope we'll get to see that. Because if it's individual, then I feel like it may be a bit. I think it might be an interesting thing to look at, to watch. If it's individualized and not like, you know, this one where it was just for everyone, like is in the same arena doing the same stuff. If it's individualized, it might be a good thing to watch. So I would like to see it. So yeah, essentially it was the first half of the first stage essentially where it was like that was where you weed out all the people who aren't ready for it. The second half pretty much they wanted everyone. So even if they failed, you know what I mean, they started the opportunity to go through with it. Which is kind of interesting because that means that they are focusing more on the like they are focusing more on the fighting of villains over rescuing. You know what I mean? I don't know if this was purposely written that way. I feel like it is because with All Might gone, the rise of a lot of villains are now coming. They're coming to the forefront. So I feel like they are taking priority over heroes that are able to handle themselves against a villain versus saving people's lives. You know? Because I feel like if they were weeding out the people who couldn't do the first half, like, what about heroes that are specifically geared towards saving people's lives? Like, if they'd done the exam the other way around, you can't say for sure that the people that got through would have gotten through. You know? It could have been a completely different 100. So they must be prioritizing defeating villains over saving lives. Now it sounds like bad when you say it, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, really? You should always say, like, you know, prioritize saving lives over defeating villains. But yeah, it's an interesting sort of, it's an interesting thing to take, like, to think about. So yeah, have a think about it. Fucking Toga. It was Toga, man. Who was Kami or whatever the fuck. I thought it was very similar. Like, you know, you've had this thing with Deku, with, like, you know, or Chaco to a kind of lesser degree, but you've had, what's her name? Fucking, oh, for fuck's sake, I can never remember her name. The support girl. You know, she's like fucking like almost all over deck. Not to the same degree either. Like that's a bit more like, oh, she's not really all that bothered, but you'll probably see some interesting deco. Her, that one, this one. Yeah, I literally just caught it in my fucking webcam screen. I was like, oh yeah, that one there. And then obviously you got Toga that's done it, and then you know, Kami, and I feel like yeah, it's just, she was a bit like, when you look back at it, yeah, it is a bit obvious, I would say. Like, it's just same sort of mannerisms, I feel like, and she can transform using the blood of it. Yeah, that's why she could transform into a chakra, because she got that from very early on in the season. So she got the blood of Kami then. Where is the original one then? Because I feel like she should know, like, she should, like, be aware of what's happened. Like, she must have been in a situation where Toga was able to get her blood. So I'm not sure if the real Kami was ever even there, and that was Toga the whole time, or there was Kami and... You see, no, I don't think that's the case. I think Kami, like the original Kami, never went to that exam, because, I mean, they would have figured out, right? Like, the people who are watching would have noticed. So yeah, then I don't know. Our classmates thought that was Kami, so they don't know where she is either then. Oh god. I wonder if we'll ever get any information regarding that. Because if like the teacher and her classmates didn't know that like, they clearly don't know where she is then. Like, she could... That could be bad. Anyway, yeah. I didn't know Tartarus was, like, the name of a Greek, like, in, like, mythical Greek, or mythical Greece. It was a prison. Did he say in the underworld? But it was to punish, like, titans and whatnot. I didn't know that. Interesting, though. So the League of Villains are staying in hiding. When he said that, I was like, fuck. Like, what are we going to get that's, like, epic to end this season? And then, of course, we'll have to go fucking... We'll have to do all this thing coming out next episode. Ah! Fuck's sake. Oh, it's annoying. Just knowing it's there, and I could watch it in sub if I wanted to. I just... Oh, fucking hell, man. It's so infuriating. And seemingly there's already a plan in place to break All For One out. Like, I don't know if there's a plan in place, or he's just so confident, like, that, yeah, it's just not going to happen. Like, somebody's going to come and get him. I don't know. But Stain's in there though, right? So if it's a situation in which, like, there's like a battle to, like, break people out, and there's like fucking back and forth shit going on, fucking bits of this prison like fucking breaking open and shit, I want to see Stain get out as well, because I think that's when it opens up to some kind of, like, that's where it becomes interesting, I think, because seeing Stain in this sort of, like, in the environment now would be very interesting, because it would just be a free-for-all for him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you'd be fucking wanting to kill people on hero side, killing people on fucking villain side. It would just be like him versus everyone kind of thing, you know? I just want to see what he like makes of this whole like, you know, people joining like the League of Villains in his name kind of thing, and what he would think of that. It would be interesting to see what would come of that. I always theorized like way back when we're back at like when Stain like appeared and whatnot, and we're having that fight and stuff, and Stain saved Deku from getting, you know, flown away by one of the Nomus. And you know, I'm figuring out what Stain is, and he's sort of like an anti-villain. And because of that, because of his sort of unique placement in this world, like, he's the kind of person that can literally, like, you don't know what he's going to do next. So I always theorized that if it ever came to a point, I feel like if like Deku would be like in immediate trouble, Stain would come to like fucking like literally save him. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe even like take a killing blow for him. I can always see that happening because of how his ideals are. So, you know, he's still like an interesting character, and the fact that like he's had such a major like effect on the story, you know, and it's still playing out now, you know. So yeah, it's definitely like he's definitely like one of the most interesting characters. So it'd be nice to see like him actually get broken out at the same time like All For One does. I kind of imagine it like the same way as like he fucking just walks out. Yeah, it'd be funny. And then like you don't see him for like, I don't know, like however many episodes, and then all of a sudden he just comes in, whoosh, saves Deku's life again. Yeah, it'd be really cool. But fucking yeah, great. I'm so happy I have to wait a week for that. Great. Thanks, my hero. Appreciate it. Okay. That is all. So, thank you everyone for watching. In the description below I have links to certain things. One is the Discord. I urge everyone to go over there, especially if you want me to react to a certain show, because that is where polls and things start. Or if you just want to come over and hang with me in the community, then you're free to do that as well. A bunch of activities going on all the time. Patreon as well. So yeah, so if you are clamoring for more reactions from me, you probably want to go over to Patreon, because there's a bunch of like, you know, tiers and rewards depending on how much. If you want to support me, then you can get rewards for it in the form of like more videos and stuff. So tiers, early access, that is $5 a month. For that you get access to shows a week earlier, and you get them you get like 4 episodes across all of the shows I do every single week. So the general public get 2 episodes a week. You get 4 if you're an early access patron. So that goes for Psycho Pass, Suzumiya Haruhi, Tokyo Ghoul, and Code Geass. 4 episodes of all those a week. That's 16 across the entire week, 64 episodes across the whole month, as opposed to the 32 a month that the general public get. So if you're clamoring for more reactions with me, that's where you want to go. $10 a month, that's the full length. So if you want to see my full unedited reactions to all of the shows I do, of course it's like full length timer based, so you will have to have your own reference footage if you're wanting to watch it like all with me at the same time. That's where you want to go. That goes for all the shows I just mentioned, plus My Hero, Attack on Titan, ReZero. Everything I react to gets a full length. Exclusive tier, that's the $15 a month. For that, you get access to another show that I'm currently reacting to, which is Parasite, while it's airing. Once that is finished airing and I've completed it, it will go up on YouTube for the general public. All OVAs across all shows will be going into the exclusive tier patronage, and when I start reacting to movies, they will as well. I'm thinking of doing Bleach, the live action one, soon, and then obviously with My Hero Academia 2 Heroes like coming out pretty soon, I'll be reacting to that as well. So yeah, that's that. $50 a month, that was the elite tier. So if you get a choice of a show, and I will react to it. It'll go to the back of the list. I think there's about 7 shows in the backlog, so it might take me a while to get round to it. But if you want to jump the list and go to the very front, then you want to get God tier, which is $100, and that'll put your show at the very front, meaning that your show will be reacted to next. The only rules across those last 2 tiers are that the show must be 150 episodes or less, and it must be a show that I've never seen before. Those last 2 tiers are accumulative as well. So my Patreon is set up on a pay monthly basis. So if you pay like $100 for the first month, you get your show on the list, and then the second month comes around and you pay again, you get another choice. So every time you pay, you get a choice of a show. Yeah. So yeah, that was all. So thank you everyone for watching. I don't want to wait a week. I'll see you all next time.